Namaskar. Please confirm that you are able to hear me. I checked it, but I just want to be absolutely sure you can hear me. Strange developments that are coming through on the pipeline, and I have to tell you, I'm very surprised about what has happened, and it also explains a little bit about why the United States is giving Asim Munir, Field Marshal Asim Munir, so much of respect and recognition. There is something that is happening that I want to share with you all, and this is regarding the Israel-Iran conflict. We know Israel bombed the hell out of Iran yesterday. Today, Iran is hitting back. Hundreds of drones launched at Israel. Some actually did not get caught by the Iron Dome, and they have found their mark. They have been hit. They were aimed at civilian places, but many people actually almost all of the people in Israel are in underground shelters. So I don't think there is much loss of life. It is still nighttime there, so we wouldn't know. So we'll have to wait and see what kind of damage there is. But if you look at what has happened to the other side and how Israel scored some of the victories, it is just mind-blowing. I mean, James Bond on steroids, if you will. Mossad has done some things that perhaps it has not been done before, and I want to share all that stuff with you. A small request, please like this video, and if you have not already subscribed to our channel, do subscribe to our channel. So here we go. First thing, what happened on the 27th of May 2025? This is about 2.5 weeks ago. Field Marshal Asim Munir pays a visit to Major General Mohammad Bagheri. This guy is the leader of the IRGC, and he is, he presents him with a wristwatch. Apparently, according to MI6 intelligence reports, we are trying to get the source of this. I will put that link afterwards, but this is very, very interesting. According to MI6 intelligence report, this wristwatch had a embedded interceptor beacon. Essentially, it is like, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. So if you can imagine the Jawani Diwani song, Tum kahan, main yahan. So that's how Mossad knew the location of Mohammad Bagheri, and he was taken out yesterday. I'm sorry to sing a song to explain this, but it was just, it's impactful when you understand that unknowingly this man has shown his location. This is not the first time this has happened. If you remember, I told you about the chief atomic scientist of Iran who had family outside of Iran, and evidently there was an email sent of his grandchild from his, I think it is his daughter, and this email had an attachment. It was a picture. Now it turns out in JPEG you can add any number of headers, and it'll, anything that like for example, the picture viewer is not able to understand the header, it will just ignore it. So JPEG is very loose goose in that way. That's the way the format is. So looks like there was one cookie that got downloaded onto the scientist's computer that basically gave his location of where he is, and that's how they got him. This happened about 2 to 3 years ago. So is this true? Because if this is true, then Asim Munir, I'm afraid, is a dead man walking. Iran will never forget this slide. But there are other information reports that are coming, and that makes me believe that there is some truth. So Asim Munir has done a backhand deal with United States and Israel to help Israel corner and finish off some of the big enchilada in Iran. This is really scary if you think about what they have done. So what really happened? So May 27th, the gift is given. The wristwatch is gifted by Asim Munir, symbol of brotherhood or Trojan horse. So this is the question people are asking. Then the MI6 believes that watch embedded a GPS beacon. Bagheri's coordinates were exposed. Then the kill strike happened. Mossad acted on real-time intel. Bagheri is eliminated. Now, is there a back channel cooperation, or is Pakistan playing a double game? Either one is possible. With Pakistan, anything is possible. Anything is possible. You think the unknown men are not, being helped by some retired Pakistani army personnel? think again. That's what exactly is happening. Also, I have more information that just came. I was reading that. That's why I got a little bit delayed. At least 300 officials of PAK army and ISI are currently active at the Iran-Balochistan border, gathering critical intelligence on Iran. American officials are also seen in Quetta. So while America said that we have no role in this, why are they in Quetta? Oh, it is because of that blockchain deal, right? Whatever, you can make up any conclusions you want, but what is happening here is Pakistan is at its masterful best, playing both sides, and it just blows my mind. I'll give you the references, and I'll update. Give me a 5 minutes after this is finished, because I have to update some more references. Take a look at it, and then you can see what is really going on. But this, I think, is perhaps the end of the road for Iran, because one of the houses of Khamenei, I'm told, has been destroyed by Israel, and they made more houses, but one of them has been. This is all a message, right? I mean, we are going to get you, we're not going to leave you, which again, makes me wonder, why did India spare ISI headquarters? That is the terror central, right? Anyway, so how did these accurate strikes come about? It is believed that Mossad, Mossad is not just an intelligence arm of the Israelis, but it also has acted like an executioner. They had drones positioned deep inside Iran territory. This is again reminiscent of what played out in Ukraine, in Russia by Ukraine, when they got so close to these planes that were deep inside the Russian territory. Looks like that thing has been used here too. Mossad set up a drone base near Tehran, which means inside Iran, and they used this to strike missile launchers that were aimed at Israel. And how did precision weapons get smuggled into Iran that actually neutralized air defenses? This tells you that not all of Iran is behind the Ayatollah. Not all of Iran is behind the Ayatollah. Many people are wanting a regime change. And with the IRGC, I am told that IRGC, there are many desertions also happening. But sometimes this can get, clouded, because people are giving these things because they want to try and hype it up, saying that the IRGC is collapsing, there is no leadership. But the top 2 or 3 have been eliminated. This is the first time that so many people have been eliminated, and that would perhaps give you some pause. Maybe the IRGC feels. Remember, IRGC is also hated within Iran. These were the guys who were, ensuring the strict diktats of the Ayatollahs, dress code, and anything outside of the Shariat was anathema. They've really, really messed up the Iranian population in general. So they are not very liked inside. So if somebody says that they are deserting in big numbers, I can believe that. Does this mean that there is one more cultural revolution that is going to take place in Iran? Well, Trump's message to Iran was something very similar to this. And if you go and look at that message, he says that the great empire of Iran will get crumbled if the good people of Iran don't act. So there is a hidden message from Trump also. But definitely, I think the nuclear storage places, the nuclear plan of Iran completely has been decimated. And also there has been some, what I would call as quiet support from countries like Saudi Arabia, Jordan, and even Syria for Israel. So the 57-country Islamic Council is going to find it very difficult to explain all these things. So there is a split, and maybe Kingdom of Saudi Arabia is happy because they again start getting the upper hand. And I don't know. I mean, you can look at it in any way you want, and clearly Iran's star is on the wane for sure, and they will do some damage before they flame out. I expect that Khamenei is going to be probably chased out, or something like that could happen. Maybe he will be even destroyed. You see, if US is not taking or standing like a spectator, and I think it is not, then I think game over for the Ayatollah regime. The entire lock, stock and barrel, they could be at risk. So we'll cover this thing in the next days and weeks to come. This is just the first day when Israel has decisively moved against Iran. We'll have to wait and see how things play out. And if you have any questions, I think there are a couple of questions. I'm just going to line them up so that I can answer those questions. 1 second. Here we go. Heart's Age 1. Sree, with slow train wreck of an economy, why doesn't US just support Balochis against Iran? It will serve dual purpose of being with both Israel and India than being with Pakistan. Well, you just saw this whole episode where we explained how Asim Munir has, basically got them the coordinates of the IRGC. See, the IRGC had to go. If the IRGC leadership is, taken out, and that's a huge blow, because, like I said, not all of Iran is with the Khamenei, with Ayatollahs. It's only, I think, 1/3 or something like that. So now you will start seeing the reality of how much of Iran's populace supports the Ayatollah. I expect a few more things happen. We just saw the beginning of this. Let's see what happens next. Tiger Hawk says, sir, why is Asim Munir invited to the army parade? Is it possible that what I explained to you is the reason? That he has done a huge favor to US and Israel by locating the coordinates of the IRGC commander? I'm just asking you rhetorically. Again, there is still proof awaited on that one, but it certainly is a very, very compelling thing. And I've known Israel to do things like this. Thought Provocateur wants to know, is Pakistan trying to play too smart, cozying up to the US, but also aligning with China and Iran? Yes, indeed. China should be concerned because China's equipment has again malfunctioned in Iran. That's the other problem. Not a single plane of Iran could take off, which means the air defense systems were completely brought down. So what do? What happens to Iran? And more importantly, what about the other people, other countries that have bought tons and tons of Chinese equipment? Oh, by the way, another interesting thing. Xi Jinping is practically on his way out. Now they are thinking of one of the two. One is a person who's leading the army and the Chinese People's Liberation Army, and the other one is Wang Yang, about whom I've talked about. This person also I've talked about, and the name is not coming to me, but I'll give a separate update on that because that needs an update in itself. So China is beginning to reset itself too. So that's all we have. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to click on the bell button for notifications. Namaskar.